Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for another expert, another superstar. Just the light is so bright. When we get ready to have this conversation, man, I want you guys to really pay attention to the energy, to the light, to the brightness, to the glow of my expert tonight, man. Every time I have a chance to chat with her, she just keeps it real. She tells you the straight truth from her personal experiences, some of the challenges that she's faced, but how she has managed to overcome those challenges and setbacks and just flat out do it anyway. So, Purpose Power Profits, please join me in welcoming Miss Kaywanda Lamb, the winning single mom. How are you?
I am well. I almost feel like I could go, woo! That was awesome. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Well.
Good. I am happy to hear that. So, Kay, I tell you guys real quick, I want to tell you, I have really enjoyed the work Kaywanda does, just staying consistent in terms of making sure from a female empowerment, transformational perspective, she's just constantly adding value and just giving you the truth on, hey, whether it's the vacations that you need to take so that you can really, unplug and recharge your batteries, being a single mom and hanging out and raising her two boys. I mean, I'm really impressed, and I know you guys are going to get value out of this. So, Kate, real quick, if you will, just tell the people, a little bit of your journey, what got you from where you were to where you are right now. Yeah, let's do that real quick.
Wow, how much of it do you want? And thank you, by the way. I feel special. So, Kaywanda Lamb, right, the winning single mom. How on earth did I become winning? Well, it took a while, but there was something in me that was more than mediocre. There was something in me that was more than average. And I'm not calling you mediocre, but you might be living mediocre, and I want you to rise up. And so I'll tell you, I have two boys, and I became a single mom when my oldest was 2 and my youngest was 2 months. And that was not the plan. It wasn't supposed to happen to me. So I went through my crybaby phase, right? I went through my, Jesus take the wheel phase. And I came back to my senses, and I realized that that person leaving our lives was the best thing that could have ever happened. We weren't the right fit. He wasn't honoring me. He wasn't honoring his position as a dad. And I was doing all the work. So I might as well be doing all the work by myself. And so I set out on a mission to make more money. I had to level up in my education. I leveled up at my job so that I could provide for the 2 mouths. And by the grace of God and good family, I don't want to leave them out. It wasn't just me, right? I had the support of folks that loved me. And then I had seasons where those people couldn't help me, and I had to learn to lean on God. So when you say, how did you get to where you are? I got to give it all to my Lord and Savior. Absolutely. He's been there. So going back to school, leveling up, figuring out who I was as I was parenting those boys. And learning to love me and all of my mistakes, my hangups, and still show up and be their mom every day. People started asking me, how do you do all of this? And I realized that I had gone through my healing process. That's something that a lot of us don't do. We got people 40, 50, 60 years old still mad and holding grudges, Jay, because they haven't gone through their healing process. In fact, they go and meet other people and spew that ugliness onto them. But I learned early that if I wanted to have my best life, I had to forgive. And so when you talk about how did you get from there to where you are, it took tenacity, it took resilience, it took drive, it took desire, and it took a do it anyway spirit. And that's why I call everything do it anyway, because you're not going to always feel like cooking. You're not going to always feel like running everybody where they got to go. You're not going to always feel like being the only one that's up all night long, taking care of sick babies. But you know what? At the end of the day, you have to do it anyway. So I set out on a journey to share what it is that I've learned over 17 years with everybody else. So I'm sorry that wasn't quick and easy, but sometimes life just isn't, right? It was some tough stuff I had to go through to get to this smile, to get to this joy. But you know what? And I'm gonna let you talk. But what I realized is nobody deserves to have my happiness. Nobody deserved to have my joy. And doggone it, I was going to get up. I was fabulous, honey, in my 20s. Listen, let me tell you, if y'all think this is something, Jay, I was something else. for something else in my 20s. And I was not going to deny somebody else the pleasure of my company, the pleasure of my love, the pleasure of everything I had to give because somebody else decided it wasn't good enough for them.
No doubt, man. I think we've all been there. I mean, so most of you guys may or may not know, but I think this is an important nugget for me to make sure I share with you guys. I'm a full-time single dad, right? And at one point, full-time single dad with two teenagers. Now my daughter now lives with her mother. My son's still rocking with me, but being a full-time single dad is probably the most rewarding responsibility that I have, because to be able to shape and mold another, help and guide and shape and mold another person's life, man, it is definitely rewarding for me. So I just have to say, as a single dad, I understand now a lot about what single women go through. So, hey, big salute to everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. And kudos to you. The way you love your kids and the way you talk about how you love your kids, it's been a pleasure to watch you serve them. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, when I share what I just shared, it wasn't because I want to pick on my kid's dad. It isn't because I want to put him down. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is sometimes we're left with the pieces and you have a choice. Sit there with the pieces or get up and do something with it. Make a new life with it. And I love that you've been able to be there in your son's life. They're so impressionable and they need that. And so he will forever remember that my dad made sure he was there for me. And sometimes that's all they need. Sometimes all the kids are looking for is somebody to say, I see you, I love you, you matter. So thank you for doing that. I know you're like, this is my heart. I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, man. I mean, but mine comes from, so I'll tell you, real quick, guys, and this is important as we talk about, taking back your power and really plugging into your power to go to the next level. I want you to really pay attention to the nuggets and clues that we're dropping in terms of the importance of forgiveness. And then what I want to make sure we talk about right now is, hey, look, I'm like a lot of men who grew up without a consistent, positive male figure in their lives. And that was a major motivating factor for me, is to say, hey, I don't know who my biological father is, and I know the pain and torment that has caused me in my life. I refuse to have my children go through that same pain. And so I say that, guys, we have to just accept that this is just the way that it is. We can't go back in the past and change the past. Accept your circumstances now and then do something about it. Because I'm going to tell you now, ain't nobody coming and knocking at your front door with a check for $1 million to take your life to the next level. That's just not how it's going to happen. All right. So, but it's not about me. Back to you, Miss K. I had to get on my soapbox for a minute. Sometimes, man, so look, sometimes you got to do it, Kay.
Absolutely. Sometimes you have to. And I think those of us who get on our soapboxes, we're so passionate because, again, I used two words earlier that some people don't like, but I use them out of love, being mediocre and being average. And so if you desire to go to the next level, it's going to take something in you. I mean, sometimes it'll almost eat you up and spit you out. Can I be great? Can I level up? Can I do this? And you have to keep saying, right. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And keep pushing. And like you said, no one's going to come and say, hey, I'm Boaz. Hi, I'm the next level on your job. Hi, this is the C-suite. Hi, right. If you want it, you have to do the work. And so all we're asking is, are you ready to fulfill your purpose? Are you ready to walk in your power? Are you ready to increase your profits?
That's it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. So we got an amazing lineup. I'm really excited about each element. I mean, the planning phase of this, guys, now as we transition to the execution phase of capturing this behind the scenes footage, of introducing you to the experts who are going to be at one of the stops. This whole entire project has been phenomenal. By the end of it, it'll be about 9 months. So you're talking about a baby being in you, and you got to fight through the growing pains. Look, I told somebody earlier today, I'm starting to understand what it feels like when a woman's pregnant. Because you just got this idea in your head, this baby that is fighting and kicking and screaming, saying, present me to the world. And that's what we are doing right now, man. We are just allowing our God-given gifts and talents to serve the greater good, to just build relationships and really help people go to the next level, giving a blueprint, showing you the strategy on how it's done, because oftentimes we don't have people who are in positions to help us level up, turn around and specifically say, this is how you need to do it. Everybody tells you what to do and why you need to do it, but very few people tell you exactly how. And that is our mission for this entire journey that we're on. Grateful to have you. So, Kay, look, I'm going to ask you one last question before we get up out of here. And if you have to, pause before, just think about it, because I really I want you to convey the truth behind why everyone should be at the Dallas stop of Purpose Power Profits.
Wow. I don't need to pause to tell you.
Okay.
There are people that are put on this earth in different seasons, I believe. And I believe that God activates each of us at certain times. And the people that are sitting on that panel have gone through the things that you're going through, and they push to their next level. And they are coming to Dallas to give you a message, going to teach you how, and one day, to jump through some of the hurdles, some of the things that have taken you months, some of the things that have taken you weeks, some of the things that could take you years. And we're going to give you the action steps to go back home and put it to work so that your life is easier, better. I will tell you that every last one of us are passionate about what it is that we do, and we care about you. We care about people. And so I want to see you grow. And so whenever I speak, I always pause and I really think about my audience. And when I get up there, I don't get up there to hear myself talk. I get up there to bring transformation. And so I know that that's my thing. Nikki Woods is on the panel. She's going to show you how to power up your profits, especially as it relates to media. I'm going to talk to you about relinquishing your power and how not to do that and how to get it back, right? And so you heard a little bit of my story, and obviously I had to go through a power struggle. I had to make a decision when I was down in the midnight hour, and I was looking at two babies staring back at me, thinking, how am I going to feed them and take care of them and clothe them? And I had a decision to make. And you have a decision to make as you're building your business, as you're thinking about leveling up in your career. You can say, oh, I'll just stay where I am, or you can decide to level up. And so that is why I believe that you need to be in Dallas, because we are coming to give you your life. And let me tell you something. You can watch the Summit, you can enjoy, you can feel empowered, you can get excited for a little bit, but you need to be in person so that you can learn how to take action. And that's why you should come.
Okay, that's it. www.purposepowerprofits.com. We're out. I love it. Bye. I'll talk to y'all later.